Imogen Elvis. I'm 18, nearly 19. I'm the second daughter in our family and I'm the fourth child, and I've been homeschooled for basically forever. I really enjoyed being homeschooled. The thing I liked most about being homeschooled is that it was very free. We got to choose what we studied, when we wanted to study it. The thing with our homeschooling is that it's not just study and learning out of a book. Homeschooling is a part of our life. We learn from everything that we do, and we spend a lot of time together learning and living together and just being a family. And our homeschooling and our learning isn't separate from our lives. We're learning every day no matter what we do. Another really good thing about homeschooling is that we spend a lot of time together, and I think that that has made us a lot closer as a family because we work together, we play together, we say prayers together. We're spending a lot of time together, and we learn to get on with each other and to love each other and to really enjoy being together as a family. One of the good things about unschooling and it letting me follow my interest in writing is that I get to do so much with my writing. For example, unschooling lets me and my family do NaNoWriMo, or National Novel Writing Month, every November, where people from all around the world spend the month of November writing a novel. Now, if we were doing structured homeschooling with a set curriculum, then we wouldn't have the time to spend whole days just focused on writing our novels and spending long periods of time doing not much apart from writing. As well as taking part in NaNoWriMo, I get to do a lot of other things with my writing. I take part in some online forums for writers where we share what we're writing and we give each other advice and make friends around the world through my interest in writing. I also get to use my writing when I blog. I've had a blog for around 2 years, and it's a good way to improve my writing, and I get extra time to do this through unschooling and being allowed to follow my interest. As a family, we share a lot of passions. Most of us like to write, and as I said, we like to do NaNoWriMo together, but we write a lot during the year as well, and we're always encouraging each other and helping each other to get better with it. Most of us also are very musical, and we love music. We belong to choirs, we sing, we play piano, and we all help each other with that as well. Some of our other great passions are things like Shakespeare. We love his plays. We've read a lot of them. We sit down as a family and we all take a part, and we read out the play over a series of weeks. And it was often the highlight of the week to be able to sit down and read a few scenes of one of Shakespeare's plays. Apart from just reading them, we also love to watch them. We have shelves full of different versions of Shakespeare's plays. I think we have about 3 different versions of Hamlet alone, and we've watched over half of his plays in different productions. Another one of our passions is Jane Austen's novels. We've read most of them, and we have watched productions of nearly all of them. Us girls and Mum, we like to sit down sometimes over lunch and watch part of one of Jane Austen's novels, or an adaptation of it. Our favourite version is, of course, the BBC miniseries of Pride and Prejudice. Even though the more modern versions are good, you just can't beat the original. Not quite the original, might not want that bit. I'm not school-aged anymore, so technically I'm not unschooling. I'm studying in university, but I still feel like I'm unschooling. In between doing my assignments and reading my university readings, I still like to get involved with everything my family's doing. I still watch all the movies they're watching, read their plays with them. I still exercise with them every morning. I still get involved with all the discussions and the music and the writing. So even though I finished my unschooling years in age, I still feel like I'm an unschooler, even though I'm in university now. Now that I've finished my years of unschooling, at least in age, even if I haven't actually technically finished unschooling, I'm now studying at university, and I'm studying a degree in writing, as it is one of my greatest interests. I decided to do this course after being allowed to follow my interests through unschooling. Because I had the freedom to explore what interested me, I was able to find what interested me most and what I thought I would be happy to study later on and maybe even use as a career. Here in Australia, homeschoolers aren't eligible to do the HSC, so when we finish our formal schooling years, we don't get a school leavers certificate which will let us get into a university. So instead of doing an HSC or a high school certificate, what I did was I did 3 units of Open University, which would then allow me to get into most universities if I wanted to go on campus. But I found that I really enjoyed studying distance over the internet, and I decided that I wanted to do my course online. The course I decided to do was called Professional Writing and Publishing, which obviously I'm following my interests even though I'm not unschooling anymore. Unschooling helped me to prepare for university in quite a few ways. For instance, unschooling let me choose my own way of learning. So I think the special term here is self-directed learning, if we were being very professional. I was able to learn how to direct my own learning, to decide what I was learning, and then to follow it up myself. And a lot of people say that you have to know how to write essays and do a lot of academic stuff before you go to university. But I have to say, I never wrote an academic essay in my life before I started university. But when I actually started studying online, I found that you didn't need to know how to write a high school essay because university essays are different anyway. And the introductory courses teach you all you need to know about essay writing. The important thing is that when you go to university, you already know the basics of how to write. And all my practice in writing blog posts, writing novels, all the different sorts of writing I'd done, meant that I was good at writing and I could fit that into an essay frame, and it helped me learn how to write essays easier. At the moment, I've just started my 2nd year of university, which is quite exciting. And although Mum doesn't like to talk about marks and such, we're pretty happy with how I'm going. In fact, I've actually managed to get a government-sponsored place for this course I'm doing. So we're pretty happy about that as well. It'll certainly help with the bills at the end of it. A lot of people think that with learning through distance education in university, that you miss out on a lot of the social aspect. I know that a lot of my friends have gone to university and gone on campus because they want to experience the social side of things as well as get a good education. But it is possible to socialise and make friends with university people even if you're not on campus. Every university unit that I've done has had a discussion board to talk to people, and you don't have to talk to just university people to have friends while you're at university. It's actually important, I think, to make friends outside of university as well, people that you're going to see throughout the rest of your life. Who are my friends? I actually have quite a few friends. I have people I've known for years through unschooling, through camps I've been to, friends I've met at other places. I have friends I know through the choirs I belong to. I have a lot of friends online. I know people from countries all around the world, people I've met through writing forums, through writing groups on Facebook, and quite a lot of people I know through blogging as well. And sometimes I even meet real people as well, real friends. In fact, I'm going to go to a ball and I'm going to meet some of them there. One of the good things about learning online is that I have a lot of time to do other things. So I get to keep writing, but I also get to keep up with my musical things as well, which I would have had to have dropped if I had gone on campus. So I still have my piano lessons and my singing lessons. I still do exams. In fact, I did 2 exams this year, which I wouldn't have been able to do if I'd gone face to face. And I get to perform with the choirs, and I get to perform on my own as well, which is good. So I get lots of chances to do things outside of university because I have time to do these things doing my study online. In the future, I want to finish my degree and then I'd like to get a job as an editor. At some point, I would really like to be an editor, editing novels and helping other people with their writing. I'd also like to keep on with my own writing, and one of my big dreams is to get one of my own books published one day. As to my music, it's more of a hobby for me than anything else. So while I'll keep up with it, I'll definitely stay with the choirs, and I think I'll keep having lessons and doing exams for the moment. I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to do with it in the future. I plan to finish doing the exams for the music, but I haven't got long to go before I finish that. I have 1 piano exam to go, and only around 2 or 3 singing exams. So my musical education is coming to an end, really. In the future, I want to finish my degree, and I want to get a job as an editor. In the future, I want to finish my degree, and I want to get a job as an editor.